Chapter 1: Discovery in the Dust. In the grand, sprawling kingdom of Eldoria, nestled among the emerald canopies of the Everwood Forest, lay the great library of Arkandel, a repository of knowledge ancient and vast. It was within these hallowed walls, amid scrolls and tomes of forgotten lore, that Gladion Linaeren, a scribe of no remarkable lineage, dedicated his days to the transcription of texts both mundane and mystical. Gladion, with hair as blonde as the sun's first light and eyes of a tempestuous sea, harbored a secret far deeper than the vaults he worked above. Born in a body that felt alien to him since the dawn of his consciousness, he yearned, with a despair that gnawed at his very soul, for a form that mirrored the identity he held within. This desire was his closest companion, accompanying him through the shadows of the library's endless corridors. Amidst the scent of aging parchment and the soft whisper of turning pages, Gladion's life unfolded in quiet monotony. Day followed indistinguishable day, each moment a testament to the unyielding passage of time, save for the fleeting escape offered by the stories he read. Tales of heroes and heroines, of magic powerful enough to rend the fabric of reality itself, served as both solace and torment, reminders of a transformation that he believed would forever elude him. It was on a day marked by no particular significance, beneath the watchful gaze of statues long bereft of names, that fate, as if moved by Gladion's silent pleas, chose to intervene. Tasked with the organization of a recently discovered cache of artifacts, Gladion's hands, steady and practiced in the art of preservation, came upon a small, unassuming box, its surface covered in layers of dust, a testament to centuries of neglect. Within, cradled by velvet long faded from its former glory, lay a hairpin, its design simple yet mesmerizing. A single, slender piece of metal adorned with a gemstone that pulsed with an inner light, colors swirling in depths that seemed impossible. Compelled by a force beyond his understanding, Gladion reached for the hairpin, fingers trembling with an anticipation he could not name. The moment his skin brushed against the cool metal, a surge of magic, raw and potent, cascaded through him. Lights danced before his eyes, the world blurred, and a sensation unlike any he had ever known enveloped him, reshaping, redefining. When the world settled back into focus, Gladion gazed upon his reflection in a nearby polished shield. No longer did he see the familiar lines of a face that had never felt like his own. Instead, he beheld features soft yet striking, a true reflection of the self that had long resided only in his heart. With the transformation came a realization, sudden and irrevocable. The hairpin was no mere ornament but a vessel of potent magic, capable of altering the very essence of one's being. In that moment, Gladion Linaeren ceased to exist as he had been known, and in his place stood Gladiona, her heart alight with a purpose newfound. She understood, with a clarity that bordered on divine inspiration, that her journey was only just beginning. The magic of the hairpin was not meant for her alone. It was a gift to be shared, a source of hope for all those who, like her, yearned for an outer form that matched the identity of their innermost selves. Gladiona stood before the vast array of scrolls and tomes in the Eldoria library, the air heavy with the scent of ancient parchment and the whisper of turning pages. The magical transformation had not only altered her external form, but had awakened a fervent determination within her soul. She now understood that her quest was of paramount importance, and preparation was key. She began by meticulously researching the realms beyond Eldoria, their cultures, and the magics that thrived there. She knew that to share the hairpin's magic effectively, she had to understand the peoples and their needs. As night fell over Eldoria, Gladiona planned her route. The map of the known realms laid out on the table before her seemed less like a navigational tool and more like a promise of the adventures to come. Her finger traced the path from the towering spires of Eldoria, through the dense, mystical forests of Thalendra, over the treacherous mountains of Burundir, and towards the far-reaching plains of Veldoria. Each name whispered tales of magic and mystery, calling to her with the allure of the unknown. Preparation for her journey took many forms. Gladiona gathered not only maps and scholarly texts, but also practical gear. Her new form required new attire, and she chose garments that would allow for freedom of movement while offering protection from the elements. She also secured a small, enchanted bag, one that could hold countless items without burdening its bearer, for she knew she would need many things on her journey, but could not be weighed down by physical possessions. In the deepest hours of the night, Gladiona stood at the library's great doors, gazing out into the darkness. This was a moment of profound solitude and contemplation. She understood the weight of her mission, to bring the gift of transformation to those who needed it most. Yet she also knew the road would be fraught with dangers, both known and unforeseen. But the thought of living a life unfulfilled, of denying others the chance at true happiness, was far more terrifying than any peril she might face on her quest. With a deep breath, Gladiona stepped beyond the library's walls for the first time in her new form, her heart brimming with a blend of excitement and fear. The cool night air brushed against her skin, a tangible reminder of the world's vastness and the myriad of experiences awaiting her. She looked back at Eldoria's silhouette one last time, its towering spires, a familiar comfort against the starlit sky. Then, turning her gaze forward, she stepped into the embrace of the unknown, her spirit alight with the fires of adventure and purpose.